Hey everyone, welcome back to another Linux tutorial. In this video, I will walk you through the complete step-by-step process of installing Ubuntu 24.04 on a VirtualBox. Whether you are new to Linux or just want to try Ubuntu without changing your main system, this guide is perfect for you. Let's get started. Before we begin, make sure you have the followings: VirtualBox installed on your system. If you don't have it yet, head over to virtualbox.org on your browser. To download and install VirtualBox, click on download. It's available for Windows, Mac OS and Linux. And next, a system with at least 4 GB of RAM and 25 GB of free disk space for your Ubuntu VM and 2 CPU core is required. A stable internet connection for downloading the Ubuntu ISO file. Let's start by downloading the latest Ubuntu 24.04 ISO file. Open your browser and go to ubuntu.com/download, which I have already accessed. You can see on my screen. Under the desktop section, click on the download button to get the latest version of Ubuntu 24.04. Here, click on the download. The file size is 5.9 GB. Once the download is completed, we are ready to move to the next step. I have already downloaded VirtualBox and ISO file, and VirtualBox is already installed. So now let's move to the VirtualBox and create a new virtual machine. Open the VirtualBox and click on New. For name, let's call it Ubuntu 24 Demo. For type, select the Linux. And for version, choose Ubuntu 64. Subtype will be Ubuntu and version will be Ubuntu 64-bit. Next, we will allocate memory. Click on hardware. I will recommend assigning at least 2 GB of RAM, but 4 GB would be ideal if your system allows it. I have given 4 GB and it required 2 CPU core. Now let's create a virtual disk. Select create a virtual disk now. Choose VDI VirtualBox disk image as a hard disk file type and provide 25 GB of disk space. Now here is an important step when selecting the storage type for the virtual disk. So let's see one by one. Pre-allocated full size means this will immediately take up all the space you assign to the disk. Assuming you have assigned 25 GB, it will take complete 25 GB. Either it has a data or not, it will take 25 GB. And the next is dynamically allocated. This is only use the disk space as needed, growing in size as you add the data. To ensure disk grows as needed, leave the pre-allocated full size option unchecked, which will enable the dynamically allocated option. Now click on finish. With the virtual machine created, we will now mount the Ubuntu ISO file which we downloaded. Select the VM you just created and click on the settings. In the setting window, go to the storage tab. Under the controller IDE, you will see an empty disk symbol. Click on it, then click the disk icon next to the optical drive on the right. Choose the disk file and locate the Ubuntu 24.04 ISO you downloaded earlier. Select it and click OK. And check this live CD or DVD. Now click on OK. Start the VM. By using keyboard up arrow and down arrow, you can select if you want to try with Ubuntu safe graphics or test memory, or you can try and install the Ubuntu. I will select the first option and press enter. We can skip this error. If required, we can switch the supported graphic devices to avoid this problem. Now let's install the Ubuntu. Click install Ubuntu here. This will prepare the Ubuntu for installation process. Select your language and click install button. Click on next. Click on next. Follow the installation prompts such as setting your location, keyboard layout, and create a user. Click on next. Click on next. 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 When asked for disk partition, you can choose the default option for simplicity or manually partition if you prefer. For this tutorial, I will choose the default option and click on next. Provide the name. I will give Ubuntu 1 as a username. Provide the password. Click on next. Select the time zone and click on next. Click on install. This will take some time. By clicking here, you can see what all things are happening at the background. This will take some time for copying the files. On my VirtualBox, you can see the CPU load, network rate, and disk IO. This is the latest VirtualBox which I have installed recently. 7.1.8 is the version. I will pause the video and resume back once this is done. Now installation started. Here we can see installing the system. This will also take some time. Again, I will pause the video and resume back. Once the installation is complete, the system will prompt you to restart. Click restart now and the virtual machine will reboot. Make sure to remove ISO file from the virtual drive after restarting, so the system boots from the virtual disk. Let's log in now. That's it. You have successfully installed Ubuntu 24.04 on VirtualBox. Now you can start exploring Ubuntu in a safe virtual environment, great for development, testing, and learning Linux. If this tutorial helped, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more Linux and virtualization tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.